All right, welcome back to another exciting game. This is actually going to be a double play, I think. I'm going to play two games because they both have similar ideas around them, and they both go fairly quickly. So this was a 1v1. I was playing against Rise Against. Rise Against, he's a pretty high-level Xbox player. We're both Xbox players. I'm not a Theist. At the time of this, I was around 76, I think, overall, somewhere around there on the ladder. Rise Against right now is at 136 on the ladder. So, we're both top 5% or so. I think he was actually higher then because something's going on with, I use the AOE2 companion app, and for some reason it doesn't show this game. But clearly this game exists because I have the recording of it. So, I'm not sure, and it was definitely a ranked game because we found ourselves on the ladder, but I digress. So anyway, right now he's 1450 elo on the 1v1. This is an arena on the ranked 1v1 random map. I am the Koreans, and he is the Teutons. The old Teutons. You gotta love Teutonic Knights. Teutonic Knights probably one of the first units that kind of helped me fall in love with this game. I remember going against the Teutonic Knights and thinking they're impossible. How could anyone possibly kill this thing? It's just a tank. It's just literally just a tank. So I'm gonna turn the Fog of War off. So I'm the Korean. So my main bonus is I get upgraded towers that upgrade automatically. I get the archer line armor for free, and I get stone faster. I gather stone faster. So right now, look at that beautiful. That's a beautiful lumber camp pocket if I ever saw one. I mean, that thing is just as pretty as it gets. Deleting some walls here, as one does on Arena. Rise Against, as the Teutons, is going for lumber. It's got 4 on wood. Most people typically start the same way on Arena. They do a fast castle. I used to go up 22. I learned recently maybe go up 24 or so. So that's what I've started doing, going up at around 24 pop. You can see Rise Against is already kind of planning his wall. So some people like to do like an inside wall on Arena. I find I don't usually do that unless someone's like pushing me early, but it's not a bad idea. So I have 4 on wood. I have everyone else on food. Kind of a standard fast castle start for me, at least. Rise Against, getting his boar. Actually, I'm going to speed up the introduction here because I feel like nothing really happens in Arena early on. There's just a little bit of scouting, your typical 4 on wood. Everyone else on food. Put your last couple on gold to go up to Castle Age. I'm taking some hunt up in the front. Building some houses just for fun. But pretty similar start though. We both have 4 on wood, and then the rest are just gathering food. He's pushing his deer because he's not a degenerate like I am. And I'm housed, but I clicked up to feudal age. So I'm gonna go back to real time here. So as soon as I click up to feudal age, I decide. Listen, I had Darth Llahma waiting for a 2v2. I didn't want to make him wait any more than he had to. I tried to back out of this game before it started, but I found the game before I could back out. So I didn't even know where his base was exactly. But I send these villagers over. Let's look at my Fog of War. I send these villagers over. I find his base, and I say, "All right, let's get a tower up here." So I find his gate. I'm hoping I can maybe find some wood or not wood, stone or gold behind his line, but I don't see anything. So I say, "All right, let's just build a tower here." So this is my point of view. Let me go to his point of view. Let's see what he sees. So he can see me building this tower. He probably knows that it doesn't range his gold, so he's not too concerned about it at the moment. He's getting his barracks up. Now, he probably was planning on a regular fast castle, so he probably wasn't planning on having a barracks at all. So my tower's up. I build a watchtower on one side, or an outpost, I mean. Build an outpost on the other side just to give me a little bit more vision. Let's go to my vision here. So I can see his gold now. I couldn't see that before. I can see his villagers. I'm knocking down his gate. And behind this, he's building a house wall in front of his town center. But he's not really panicking. He's building his market, blacksmith. He's going to go up to Castle Age, just as he had intended. But this gate's going down. This gate's going down. It's at 1,000 health. He's just casually putting all of his houses in a nice tidy row here. Back at my base, I just have I have these guys getting stone. So I have 7 on stone. So I'm going heavy on stone. I got a few on gold. Everyone else is on food. Nobody's on wood. I think one's on wood right now. Yeah, there's one wood chopper here. Behind this, he's got a nice house wall going up the whole length of the map. He's got some more on wood back there. He's not really panicking. He's kind of just buying time, waiting until I get through to see what I do. I've not clicked up to Castle Age yet. I'm almost there. Now he sends his gold villager back. He knows I'm gonna do something. I got another tower up here, just close enough to deny that gold, and to just range his houses here, so I can at least shoot a house and get through if I want. I don't know. I mean, I had the right idea with these palisade walls, you know, to try to wall this in, but the 2 tower locations are actually pretty good because they cover each other. You know, sometimes when I build towers, I rush too far, and then one tower can't cover the next one, and you know, it's not always the best when you do it like that. Then I decide to build my blacksmith right over here. I figure I have 4 villagers here. What else are they gonna do? So I did not plan this perfectly. I have the resources to go up to Castle Age, but I did not build the blacksmith. I don't know if I built a market. I did not build a market. So I'm a little bit screwing this up a little bit. I got these 4 villagers here. I have 45 wood, so not enough to even build a market. He sends his scout out here. I'm guessing just to kind of get some information to see if I'm doing anything behind this, or just to scout the map a bit more. Get another outpost here so I can see into his town center. I'm not sure. I think I knew where his town center was. I mean, you kind of know on Arena, but I didn't actually have vision on it until I built that outpost. But another outpost over here. I clicked up the Castle Age. Embarrassingly late, but I clicked up. He's been in Castle Age for a while. He looped some villagers outside here. I'm not sure, actually. I didn't see when he did it in the game. I didn't see when he did it in this replay. So I don't know exactly when he did that. But he loops some out here. He's building some knights to try to deal with whatever shenanigans I'm doing. He only has 1 villager doing that. And his scout is just out there scouting. I'm going to take gold directly in front of his face from his gold mine. Which is I mean, it's a very disrespectful thing to do. But, you know, I do what I can. Now, he has his 2 knights coming in. I'm building another watchtower over here. So these are going to upgrade as soon as I get to Castle Age. He kills 1 villager. He kills 2 villagers. The other 2 are running back into the safety of this tower. One decided to take a scenic route. But he's in. And I'm not sure who he rang his town bell for some reason. But now these two towers, they range each other. I have these two villagers. I'm sending more villagers forward. These are just blind villagers. I assume he doesn't have anything in the middle, but I really don't know. So now I have these villagers. I know this knight's gonna go down. He's not building more knights. He's building a third town center over here. So he's just thinking, if I take out his town center, he's gonna be fine. Okay, all right, it's a strategy. But this castle is going to hit his town center. It's gonna hit half of his farms, and it's going to hit some of his wood line, not too much. But it'll also allow me to make some units out of there. Alright, so now I'm here. I'm going to start making war wagons. Get a couple villager kills. He didn't react to that castle for some reason. He has the higher score than me, so it's not like he's, you know, not doing anything, but he's not building military to deal with this. You know, most people play arena and they just want a simple arena game. He lost another villager here. I want to see what our KD is here. So I have 8 kills, 9 kills now. So I've killed 9 villagers. I have 3 deaths, so I think something else went wrong in the beginning. So now I have more of these towers here. You know, so his whole front of his base is here. I don't think I knew about this town center. He snuck it out there, and I never saw it. But his first town center is going down. Even though he has more town centers, he only has 6 more villagers. I've killed 9 of them. Well, I've killed 7 of them and then 2 knights. But now I'm getting the war wagon pop. I got 4 war wagons here. This is his starting scout. So nothing really to worry about with that. But I'm pretty much, I mean, I'm not all in, but I'm not really building another town center. I'm not really focused on building more villagers. And this is when I come over here, and let me see my fog of war. So now I see the villagers getting the stone, and now I see the town center. So now I know I need to do something over there. But I've been getting stone this whole time, so I have 680 stone. And I think he noticed that I saw his villagers here, and he just figured there wasn't anything to do. He definitely quit too early. I don't know why. Rise Against is a good player. I think he just didn't want to deal with this stupidity. And this is a stupid thing to do, really. I think it only kind of worked because Rise Against he just didn't build. I mean, he could have built enough knights to deal with this early on. Could have killed all my villagers here. The villagers I sent over, he could have killed all of them coming over. Like, none of this really had to go as far as it did. And then this castle would have been a fine castle, actually. I was going to build a castle over here, which would have taken out that town center. But he still had the villager lead against me. There was no reason to think that I would have more villagers than he does, and he has more town centers. So that's that match right there. I want to show you another match. So that was that one. Now immediately after, I hopped in a game with Darth Llahma, who is just a fun guy to play with. So usually I will ban Black Forest, because if you've ever watched my stream, if you know anything about me, I like long games. I actually love long games. They're fun. I don't like games that are just designed to be long. Arena, Black Forest, Michi. I don't like games that I can't do any damage early. So we got Black Forest here. Darth Llahma and I, we said, all right, let's come up with a plan. So he's playing as the Saracens, I'm playing as the Koreans. So the Saracen bonus is very nice. The Saracen bonus is that archers do more damage. So archers do more damage to buildings. So not to unit, but to buildings. Green's over here. He immediately starts walling this off. Darth Llahma comes over here. He's gonna wall this off, but blue brought 2 villagers. Darth Llahma only brought 1. And Darth Llama's also not paying attention with his scout. He's back at his base doing something. This is always like the exciting part of Black Forest, this early initial wall building. So I get my wall up over here. Green gets his wall up over here. Nothing too out of the ordinary. My scout is stuck inside. But look at this. This is blue. So blue was chasing Darth Llama back to his base. And now blue's going back with just 1 villager. But he brought 2. The other villager. Look at this guy. Look at this little sneaky little villager back here. So he, I believe, is the Sicilians, if I'm not mistaken. Sicilians, all right. So Sicilians, as everyone who's played this game knows, they build the donjons. And they like to build the donjons, and then they like to make sergeants. And then they like to use the sergeants to build more donjons, and then those donjons build more sergeants, and then those sergeants build more donjons, and it just continues forever. So my scout is deep within enemy lines here. We're walled off. There's just 2 points to wall off. I double walled it because why not? You have Darth Llama up here. Now, this, obviously, this sneaky little villager, I have no idea is behind my base. No idea whatsoever. So Green is playing as the Persians. So we have Koreans and Saracens versus Persians and Sicilians. Let's go back to my base. Got some nice idle villagers there. Nothing wrong with that. This guy just being sneaky over here. And then back at Blue's base, he's just doing your typical kind of fast castle situation. I mean, he's got 4 on wood. You usually don't put 4 on wood unless you're gonna fast castle. Green's got some idle villagers here. I mean, the good thing is he has a sneaky villager. The bad thing is that villager's not doing anything. You know, I mean, there's not much he can do. I mean, I guess he just has to wait until he's up to feudal age. So, because I don't have a scout, I didn't have these sheep, so I had to send my villager out there. Nice. All right, let me speed through this a little bit, at least till we click up to feudal. I'm looking at Blue. I want to see when he clicks up. So Blue just gathering everything. He's at 19 villagers. That's usually about where I click up, at 19 villagers. Yeah, I already clicked up. I have a barracks coming up. Let's go to real time. So I have the barracks here, right? I am in feudal age right now. So my plan is to build some archers, right? Archers do more damage to walls because of the Saracen bonus. So I figure if I can build archers, then I can get through these walls. Now, Darth Llama is doing the same thing on his side. The only thing I'm not aware of is this one sneaky villager hanging out behind my base. Green is at 32 villagers. I don't know how green is at 32 villagers. 33 villagers. The rest of us are at 23. Do Persians get some kind of villager bonus I don't know about? Or are we just not good? I guess he just didn't click up. Alright, so now I have my archery ranges up. I do not know about the sneaky villager, but I'm starting to build archers. 2 by 2. I have 2 archers. Darth Llahma says that classifies as a archer ball. He says any amount of archers is an archer ball. So, that's good to know. Alright, now this villager, he's getting bored. So he decides he needs to build a palisade wall, and a donjon. So he's protecting himself. It looks like. So he can build this palisade wall, this donjon with the protection of palisade walls around him. So he's building kind of like in the corner between the two of them. Pretty solid plan. Meanwhile, I'm getting my archer ball massed up here. I'm at 4. I have constant production, also getting fletching. Falling a little behind in the villager production, but that's just, you know, when you're not perfect, you're not perfect. What can I say? Darth Llahma's at 5, so we're about even as far as archer production goes. He's at 7, I'm at 6. We're both at 7 right now, so we're both pretty much ready. Green still has 10 more villagers than the rest of us. That's very interesting. I mean, he's still in feudal, so I guess that makes sense because he's just he hasn't clicked up. He's not prioritizing anything besides just villager production. But I don't think I've ever seen anyone make 39 villagers in Dark Age. That's interesting. I guess that's a fast imp strat. All right, so now I see the sergeants coming in. Villagers building another donjon on my town center. Look at the range in that donjon. What is the range in a donjon? It's 8, and town center's only 6. All right, so donjon's going up. I'm still wanting to get through, so I deleted my walls, getting through this house. I mean, with the Saracen bonus, archers get through a building so fast. Each shot I'm taking is doing like 40 damage, so it takes, 10 shots basically to get through. And yeah, blue's in my base with the donjons. I'm thinking if I can do damage, that I can get through. Even these stone walls. Let's see which one's he shooting. Stone wall is taking the same, about 30-40 damage from all these archers here. Green's deciding to build a stone wall behind this. I mean, he has 10 extra villagers. So, why not? I send these villagers forward. Not these villagers, these archers forward. Try to get some kills on these guys. Doing good work here. But he's getting this wall up though. I mean, I killed a lot of villagers right there. I have 18 kills. Back at my base, completely surrounded with donjons. Completely surrounded. Darth Llahma is in Blue's base, so Blue's a little distracted. He's got to deal with this at home, but he's got his entire military in my base. So Darth Llahma is just coming over here cleaning up. He's at 16 kills, 17 kills. I'm at 18 kills. So Blue is looking at my base. Darth Llahma's in Blue's base. And I was in green space. I send my archers back because I have to deal with this at some point. He doesn't have that many sergeants. He just has enough that I need to deal with it. But I send my villagers, all the ones that were surrounded by these dungeons at least, I send them up here to build a mill and to get these boar that are here. And I didn't show up, but I dealt with the dungeons. So blue quits. He lost all his sergeants. He lost most of his military. And now red stands alone. But now he's in Castle Age, though. I'm sorry, not red. Green stands alone. So green has not built any military yet. He's just been relying on these extra villagers to do everything. Speaking of extra villagers, though, now he's down to 24 villagers. So he was way higher. And I have 22 kills. Probably 18 of those are his villagers. He is sending everything he's got on stone, so he's thinking about getting a castle up, try to stop this. I'm pushing right side, he's pushing left side. My base is still surrounded by ghost dungeons. I'm walking all my archers down. Darth Llama's almost in on that side. Archer's making some progress. Killed his one and only military. And then we're surrounding him. We got the archer balls on both sides of all of his villagers in his town center. He has all his villagers in his town center. He does not have a shred of a chance. He's 50 stone away from making a castle. So this is the problem with ringing the town bell, is you can hear it. As an opposing player, you can hear the town bell. If you just send him out, that doesn't make a sound. But now these villagers, their only hope is to get 50 more stone to build a castle, and they cannot. So you know what? I kind of like the strategy on their side. We were fools, and we were like, we're gonna do something that most players are not gonna do. We're gonna break through their walls with archers and attack early. You know, he's looking at 16, 20 archers. I mean, it's just too much pressure. Blue with the sneak. This could have done a lot more damage. You know, the problem is dungeons. I don't know how much damage they do. So they do 5 attack, right? I mean, it's not really enough to take out a town center quickly, right? I mean, he has 3 dungeons surrounding my town center, and my town center's lost 300 health. So just not enough to really do enough damage to take it out. So really you're just trying to kill villagers and just disrupt someone's economy. And I think that the strategy could work if we don't push them. You know, most people playing Black Forest don't really expect an early push. They just want to sit back, they want to build walls, they want to trade. So it's an interesting strategy. Have one boom and then one go forward with the dungeons. I'm not sure if that was even his intention necessarily, but you know, he kind of snuck the villager in there, so it might have been his intention, and it definitely worked. But good game from all, I would say. Darth Llama and I with the strategy that you know, it's a fun strat. I mean, shooting walls with archers with super strong extra damage to buildings. Yeah, who expects that coming in? I love it. All right, stay tuned. If you're still in the video, like, subscribe, and comment. It actually does help help the channel, and hopefully it'll help us grow. All right, people. Peace out. Later.